Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to today's Q&A for the Monday's lesson, which was in the Atos setup, and obviously snapshots, templates, customizing. So I hope you are all very well familiar with that. Obviously, we only had 3 questions, a couple from Melmac. Yeah, I'll go through those very quickly. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, so let me know. Okay, Scott is here. Thank you, Scott. Scott, sounds good. Okay, so I'll just go over those 3 very quickly. If you have any new questions, yeah, just post them here or in the question section. And yeah, we obviously have a little bit of time, so we can probably take a look at the markets if there's anything exciting happening, but it's been a little bit slow this afternoon. But yeah, let's go and take a look at the question. So Melmac, here we go. The first question is, hey Igor, I am registered with AMP and will be sending funds via SWIFT because I am outside the USA. I use ACH if you live in the States. Tried ACH from Thailand. Absolute nightmare. I believe there is a CME £13 a month, dollars. Yeah, that's correct. So you can do 13 or 30. 30, I think it's 35 if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you do have, if you're just going to trade a CME, for example, then yeah, $13 fee. To have the basic CQG live data from the feed, yep. So rightfully AMA9, yep, that's yep, that is absolutely correct. Also recommended to have 150 in the account, as you need at least 100 a month to stay in the AMP account. Right, so the question is, if I put 300 to cover the live feed and only paper trade, there is no other hidden fees that would drain my account. Also, you showed us to just tick only one box in the is market data for the CQG feed. I just want to be clear that I will only be paper trading and not accidentally live trading and blow my account in seconds. Any other info on this topic would be very welcome. Well, okay, so basically 150 is probably like the bare minimum, I would say. But let's put it this way, you need at least $400 to open a 1 ES contract. So if you have less than that, you're not going to be able to open a position anyway, not unless you're using the micros, and the micros will be $40 if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure it is. So if you send 300, you still cannot open 1 ES position size. So if you just click, let's say market sell or market buy, you know, it's going to probably give you a message saying failed because you don't have enough funds. However, that will be sufficient to keep your account open. Every month, $13 will come out, and that is it. That you're not going to pay any more fees, only when you actually trade. So say, for example, you open an MES, you would pay a small tiny fee, like for the two-way trip, and it's about like 70p, I think, 70 cents. On the ABS, I'm not quite 100% sure because I trade the main contract. Okay, so that's it. So yes, that's it. You can send 300. That means you can't even open a whole contract, and then that's going to be just a $13 a month. That's going to cost you for the feed. And then once you are in Atos, then you have the option to select is market data on that account so that you get the true order flow from AMP. But then just make sure that on the drop down for your say, I'm not sure if you're trading, for example, just a demo or something else, but if you're trading demo, just make sure that you untick the is market data from the demo and then just connect that account, and then you can use the demo account with the real feed, but that's not going to open an account or a position on your AMP account. It's going to open the position on demo. However, the data that you're reading comes from the Chicago, okay? So I hope that makes sense and it's clear. So yes, it's $13. No, there's no extra fees. And yeah, just make sure that when you're using it, make sure that drop down menu on your ATAS is selected to the demo account. Okay, As long as that's all good, you should have no problems and trade the demo by using the data feed. So you're not using your account from AMP, you're just using the feed. Okay, so all the orders coming in and out are the real ones. Okay, good stuff. Let's move on to the next question. And again, it's from Melmac. Hey Igor, in the tips and tricks, you mentioned using a prop firm to have access to live data or demo feed. Is there any advice on this to go this route with a little legacy trading experience? Right, so basically what you can do, so that was part of the tips. What you can do is, for example, I know Rivalry has got the Apex. If you choose to go with Apex, for example, you can choose to wait for the, they're always doing a sale. So you can pay the, I think it's about, what, $160 for like an account. But if they do the 80% or 90% that they always do, it works out around like, let's say $30 a month. So you pay that per month, okay? And you have access to the paper rhythmic feed, okay? So it's not going to be the real one, but it's a paper rhythmic feed. And with that, you can paper trade. And yeah, so that's how you can do it. So when you're paper demo trading, you can just use that as your sort of like live market, but it's a demo, live feed, if that makes any sense. Okay, I hope that clears it as well. So yes, you can use a prop firm, use their feed. Like it's like it's a demo basically. It is a demo. So you're trading on a demo, but then you have the ability to obviously get funded, pass the evaluation, etc., etc. And it's probably quite fun for you guys to try out. But the for the question previously, yeah, the best thing to do is to just if you're demo trading, at least use the demo, but use the real data. And if there's any new questions that you guys missed, or even if it's any new questions with regards to ATHERS, just let me know and I'll quickly cover them, because this is the last question for today. Thierry, hey Igor, after all your great help, I'm finally ready for the next step. Unfortunately, like some others, my application has been rejected by AMP without any explanation. I was thinking about using Optimus Flow. Has anybody experiences on how to link that with ATHERS? Okay, so yeah, I mean, it depends where you are, it depends on the application, but yeah, obviously, they're a big, large broker, so they're going to have like their internal procedures. Obviously, we don't have any affiliation, we don't know anyone there, we've tried to make contact, but we can't help, unfortunately. If you've not heard from them, I'm not quite sure, but probably you can try it again. But yes, Optimus Flow is compatible with ATHERS. In fact, on their website, you can actually go directly straight to the ATHERS, and they will offer the exact same as you were with AMP. So you will have the ability to go Rhythmic or CQG, and then they'll provide you the details. There's an explanation on how to guide on how to set it up. So yes, you can use Optimus Flow. Once you've got your account validated, approved, and etc., they're going to give you some credentials, and those credentials are used to then log on to ATHERS the same way, and then you can just add the broker as per the initial setup that we did on Monday. So yeah, I don't have first-hand experience on using Optimus Flow, but I did some research in the beginning and I know it's possible. So by all means, if you can, give them a try. I would try again with the EMP, see if the guys at support can reach you. And yeah, that was the last question on that. I'm going to check to see if there's any new questions coming in. Okay, there's a couple here. That's good.